What is up, guys? I am driving in my car. It's a little loud, it's a little bumpy. It doesn't have very comfortable suspension. But I'm on my way to Toronto right now, downtown Toronto. I have tickets to go see Weezer in concert. One of my favorite bands, if not my favorite band. And I'm gonna do some hunting along the way. Gonna pick up my brother, gonna hang out with him for a bit. He's coming to the concert with me. We're gonna hit the old spots that we used to go to and see what we can see what we can find. Looking for Marvel Legends, looking for two things in particular. Looking for Mysterio, because I've never even seen a Mysterio, and I want to collect the Sinister Six. Also looking for a Doc Ock from the new Spider Wave. Let me just merge onto the highway here for 1 second. So yeah, Doc Ock and Mysterio. Those are top two priorities. If I find anything else than that, great. We'll see. I'm just gonna look around. I haven't been to some of these places in like a solid decade, it seems. It feels like anyway. I don't know. Maybe it's been more recent, but that's the plan, guys. Just gonna hang out and hang out downtown before the concert. So hang on for a ride. It's gonna be fun. What's up, guys? We're here at Toys R Us. Really loud, it's right by the highway. I'm gonna go check it out. Nothing. Cleaned out. I'm not surprised though. This is a very high traffic, busy Toys R Us. So we're gonna keep going, heading downtown. See you in a minute. Here we are, downtown Toronto. Just off Yonge Street. Gonna go try to trade in some magic cards, get some cash. There he is. Why is he wearing peach shorts? Why is he wearing peach shorts? Look at this guy. There's my board game. I'll tell you guys about that later. Show you what that's all about. Welcome to Toronto. Welcome, welcome. I had to sit down and catch my breath from driving for so long. Look at all this construction. Condos, no doubt. Yonge Street. Everything's getting torn down for condos. Foo Fighters. 401 Games. Here we go. These guys used to be further south on Yonge Street. I haven't been here in ages. Say what up to the people.
What's up, fam?
What do you call yourself these days? I know his real name, but I don't know what he calls himself. You want people to call you
C, Johnny C, J.
So just Johnny?
Dog.
My kids call you Uncle Johnny. Should we just stick with
Uncle
Johnny?
Johnny. Sure, whatever.
All right, we'll stick with that. We'll stick with that.
I've been called worse things.
He's the local. I'm just the visitor.
Yeah, well.
All this construction is crazy, man.
Always, 24/7. This is going to be a giant complex right here. Like, look at this. It's huge. All these buildings got knocked down.
One big building?
Oh, tea house, condos.
It's ridiculous.
And here, too, all this.
It looks like they have to keep this church steeple, though.
Historical.
They're gonna have to build around it or put it in glass or something.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Oh, there was sushi, there was a pet store. It's all gone.
That's too bad.
Well, this is new too. This giant one here. It's not even done yet, but
Yeah, that's a big one. Crazy. All of Yonge Street's getting torn down to turn into condos.
Yeah, that's
all of
Yonge
it.
Street's gonna be.
So we were unsuccessful at 401. They don't want people just dropping off a big box of stuff.
They're
I had it
lazy
sorted.
now.
I had it sorted. Like, I could have said, okay, here's the bulk commons, here's all the rare, but they want you to do the work first. They
Yeah,
want you to sit down with
exactly.
the buy list. They want you to go through card by card and figure out what exactly you've got going on, so that all they have to do is verify from the list, and then they already know what the total is. So
I've never seen that before. That's new.
I'm not surprised, because that's how a lot of online places do it. Like if you want to sell to like Troll and Toad or something,
Yeah,
you do all the work. You don't just send them the cards. You have to do all the work first, and then I don't know. So you know what?
Face-to-face, actually.
You know what I might end up doing is I might just take it to a shop up in Cambridge where I know they'll let me sit down and help them, like sort through, and
Not a bad idea.
then they're fast at pricing it out.
Support your local shop too.
Exactly,
Always good.
exactly.
Yeah, never
Yeah.
by Toronto. We got too many people here already. We don't need the help.
Exactly. So, unsuccessful. I have no spending money, but we're still on the hunt. We're on the hunt for 2 figures today, buddy. You know what we're looking for?
Nope.
We're looking for Otto Octavius
Ooh, very
and
nice.
Mysterio.
Okay, sounds good.
So that's what we're looking for. We'll see if we get lucky. Okay, we'll see you at the next shop, which I think is going to be the Snail. We'll see.
yeah.
We'll see what we hit next. I'm so sad this place closed. The Big Slice was huge slices of pizza for like $3. It wasn't like great pizza, but it was really good pizza. A little bit of movie trivia for you guys. This club, this part of Yonge Street, is where the Edward Norton Hulk movie was filmed. We are now going to the Silver Snail. Good memories of the Snail. On Queen Street. I remember they used to do like crazy dioramas inside the front window. Alright, you guys want to see me walking still. McFarlane Spidey, $60. Odin for 20. Toy Biz, Johnny Storms, 25. We got some figs here, guys. Loose figures, only a few, only a handful. Oh, look at this, look at this. I see some bath parts. I have to come back and look for that.
Dave Bautista.
It looks like an empty box. It says Drax. It looks like an empty box, but the box is signed by Dave Bautista. Here's the Baby Turtles set from NECA. $70. I would love to pick this up, but it's not on the list for today. Muppets, that's cool. Godzilla, lots of selects. Destiny figures, Pacific Rim, more Ghostbusters. Pretty cool. Homecoming Spider-Man. Figure arts, pretty sweet. What else? Figure arts, Monster Arts. That's awesome. Black Series. Lando. I want it, but not today, not today. Couple of the 40th anniversary figures. Luke's and Jawas. Ghost Rider, Black Widow. We got 4. Select 4. Another empty box. Wolverine. Old Man Logan, Old Man Logan, Old Man Logan. All Dazzlers. All Polaris. prowler. I do need a prowler. Do I want to pay full price for a prowler? No, I do not. Odin Son, Loki. Death's Head 2. Nope. It's not looking good, guys. Not looking good. I'm not seeing what we need. Deadpool wave. Nope. What's cool? Baby Groot.
It's hilarious.
We started watching Triple X the other day, and every time I see Vin Diesel on screen, the only thing I can think of is like when he opens his mouth. The only thing that should come out is "I am Groot." It's the only thing that should come out of his mouth.
We go back and watch Fast and Furious and just like overdub
Every
Groot.
line. I am like a tourist taking photos of the tourists, videos of the tourists. New album by Drake. Welcome to Yonge and Dundas Square, guys. In the summer and springtime in school, this is where I'd come eat my lunch because it was nice and sunny and open. Oh yeah, you wanted to show me something. And a side benefit too to being down here for vlogging is you just look like a tourist. You just look like you blend right in, even though you know what's going on. He said we gotta come in here for something. I don't know why. Okay, why are we here? What's cool? We're inside Shoppers Drug Mart.
Normal Shoppers Drug Mart, nothing. Oh wait, is that the guitar? What is that?
What?
Oh,
Relics?
how interesting.
I'm gonna flip the camera. Is this all that's left of it?
That's it.
This location of Shoppers used to be Hard Rock. And for whatever reason, this stuff is still here. That's crazy. I gotta keep talking over the music because otherwise I'll get copyright strikes for anything that's claimable. Okay, that's it. That was worth it, dude. That was a worthwhile stop.
You're welcome.
Very, very, very well done. Thank you very much. Hard Rock Cafe. When the Hard Rock Cafe was here, I never even went inside, not once. Next stop, we're back on Yonge Street. We're beside the Eaton Center. And we're gonna hit EB Games next. So, we'll see you guys inside. Not much here Legends-wise. Only one surfer. A bunch of the first 10 years stuff. Only one surfer. Tons of Johnny Storms. That's about it. Hulkbuster versus Hulk. We already have that. We just gotta open it. Ronin. Black Widow. That's it. 12-inch Thor on sale. Mjolnir tool set. What's up, guys? We don't do pops. You guys know this, but I figured someone would want to see this massive wall of pops. Look at this. Look at this. I gotta go fast because I'm gonna get a copyright strike. Look at this. EB Games was a bust. No Legends that we don't have already. We're gonna try Toys in the Eaton Center now. We're going downstairs. Okay. We're looking for Thanos. They have an exclusive, Disney Store exclusive Thanos. Yes. from the Marvel Select line.
Just your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
That's a cool looking Spider-Man. Oh man, so much copyright. They started playing the song from Frozen, so it's time to get out of there.
Love it. No, I
Time to
love that
leave.
song. It's such a good song.
0 Marvel Selects, not a single one.
Party pooper.
I'm sorry. I just when we go to Disney World, they have a Frozen sing-along, and we have to go to that for the kids.
Yeah, for the kids, not for you, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Next destination, Toys. See what they got. Wolverine, $70. Wow, that's a bit steep. Not gonna lie. Star-Lord, Vince Astral Strange. I don't think I'm gonna find anything here, you guys. Kitty Pryde, Malekith, Mordo. Nope. Nope. Bobby. Toys was a bust. Vintage line for $45. No. As much as I want another Spidey, I'm walking around vlogging. Look what this guy's doing.
Important things.
What'd you catch?
Trap hinge.
This is very important. Yes, I know, but we're gonna hit up BMV, books, movies, magazines, videos, used stuff, all clearance and used and stuff. Great prices. Let's see what I forgot how much that place was like a library. Like nobody talks.
Yep.
Everyone's super quiet.
Respect the books.
And it's like filming in there would just be weird because there's no tourists in that place.
Yeah,
that's only a place where the locals go. Gotta stop and get a bite to eat. Little bro's hungry. Little bro needs to put some food in his belly.
Somebody call the
Look at him.
ambulance.
Yes, call the ambulance. We'll talk at Wendy's. Stopping for a little bite to eat at the Wendy's. Got some Frosties, some JBCs. Let's eat. Definitely not leaving without this. Alright, you guys saw the Doc Ock. There was some other good stuff in there too. I'm tired now. We gotta go eat again.
Food time.
Food time before the concert time. Alright, I'll see you guys when we pick out some food. We're at Boston Pizza for some dinner, but it's way too loud. You probably can't even hear me right now. Just got done at Boston Pizza. Johnny C did the honors, did the pleasure. You're picking your teeth in my video, dude. I'm not gonna edit this. I'm gonna leave it in.
How's it look? Look okay?
Yeah, it looks good.
Looks good. A little bit there, a little bit there. Delicious. Delicious.
We're going to the concert now, so we'll probably throw a couple clips in and then we'll pick back up.
It's like this.
Yes, the W, the flying W. Let's just like on the side of a Winnebago. Seriously, it's the same. Almost.
That's true.
It's almost the same. Next clip will be maybe some clips for the show, and then pickups at home. We'll review the figures that got picked up, including Dr. Octopus. Peace.
Animal was 50,000.
We were talking on the way here, and I think the last time I went to a concert was 10 years ago. Like a rock concert, a proper rock concert, with this guy.
For shame.
Who did we see?
AC/DC.
Yeah.
Rock and roll.
welcome back. We are back to the shack here in the dungeon, my dungy basement, not finished. That was a really fun day. Right now it's the day after. The concert was fantastic. I just put a little tiny clip. I don't know what the rights are and copyrights and for concerts and stuff, so I just put a tiny little clip in there for you guys. Love that band. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about figures. Let's start with, we'll get the band merch out of the way. I only got one thing, and I figured I might as well. Got one Weezer t-shirt from the summer tour 2018. Toronto, there we go. Definitely my favorite band in the world is Weezer. It's just good stuff. Me and my brother had a cover band back when we were younger, whippersnappers, and one of the first things that we did together as a cover band. Well, we did our own music eventually, but we started out just learning the entire Blue album. The whole Weezer Blue album from top to bottom, and that's how we got started. So when I met up with my brother, the first thing I got today was this. He handed me this, which is kind of cool. You know, I'm trying to get rid of a bunch of Magic the Gathering stuff, but I can justify keeping a board game. So he said that this was on sale at Dollarama for $4. So I asked him to get me one, but I think what he ended up doing was he got one, he played it, and then he just didn't want it anymore because it's already open and stuff, and $4, he just didn't care. So I don't know anything about this game. All I know is it looks pretty cool because of all the little figs. You know, I have a whole bunch of Citadel paints, so I could paint some of these things up if I felt ambitious. But yeah, I figure it looks cool. And then, coincidentally, I'll show you one of my... Ooh, that wasn't me, that was the box. One of my Friday night pickups. Friday night, went to Toys R Us and picked up, believe it or not, the expansion pack for that game for the low price clear out at Toys R Us, $2 Canadian. So the price was certainly right. That's probably gonna get washed out there. $2.26. So that was pretty cool. So whatever. $2, new board game, give it a shot. Fun memories with Magic the Gathering. That's it for that. Next, we'll travel back in time for a moment. This is the stuff from yesterday. Travel back in time to Friday. Friday night, before Toys R Us, we hit EB Games. Me and my son hit EB Games. And I picked up a couple things. The first one, you'll start seeing in the channel. I have ambitions of using it. It's a little light up marquee. So I'll show you what that's all about. I think it was on sale. I don't know. I thought it was really cool, so I just picked it up. So it's a little light up billboard kind of thing. So I'll start using that and leaving it in the corner and light it up, and that'll be a better reference of what's going on in the video. So that's a good spot for it right there, actually. That looks really good. So they were using it to display it at the store. They just had it set up with their trade slogan like this. Just like that. So I'll start using that. I thought that was pretty cool. So I thought, hey, you know what? I could use that for the channel. So, and then, oops, don't want to lose an emoji. And then, after that, I saw this, I passed on it the first time, and then, just like with the Hulkbuster pack, I didn't want to pass on it the second time. Because, you know, you might never see these things again. Cap and Crossbones from the Marvel Studios' first 10 years. There you go. This is from Friday. There's the price tag. My light is too close. It's totally washing everything out. 1 sec. There we go. A little steep. 63 bucks is like paying $31.50 for a figure. And Crossbones only comes with an extra head. No other accessories that I can see. Oh, it says 2 figures and 5 accessories. We got 2 heads and a shield. It's 3. Maybe his punching fist things come off. I don't know. Number 9 in the series. So that means it goes after Ant-Man and the Yellow Jacket. It's looking good. I'm excited to show you guys that. When that display is done, I'll move it over to the review table and show you guys that. Okay, enough of what happened on Friday. That's old news. That's old news. Let's jump to yesterday. So big misses like everywhere. Didn't find anything worthwhile at any of the normal shops in the core around Yonge and Dundas kind of area. But then I got a tip on Facebook, and I should look up who gave me that tip because I want to say thank you. But the store that we went to was called Buy and Sell Kings, which is kind of like, I guess, it kind of reminded me of when I've seen videos of people in Japan going to Mandrake, because it's all like nerdy stuff that people trade in mostly there, kind of like a pawn shop but for nerd stuff. And they had literally like our whole childhood for sale there. So it was awesome. Let me just see if I can find. Let me see if I can find. Someone's commented that I paid out big bucks for the tickets that I got for the show. It wasn't that bad. It was like $100 a seat. It wasn't a big deal. Let me see. Also, no. Where's my post? Commented on your post. Is this it? No. I'll find. There is that guy. Here we go. Jack on the Northern Legends Facebook group. Thanks, buddy. Buy and Sell Kings was fantastic. Let's take a look at the haul. Let's get this over with. You guys want to see the figs? We'll start off with some accessories. I have big plans. I have big ambitions of taking action figure photos and making dioramas and stuff. And so I saw some random bits in a display case. And I was like, hey, how much you want for these? He's like, just take them. Okay, sure. That I can do. Let me grab a Rick Flag here. That's close. It's pretty close. So I thought that was pretty neat. Someone's using the bathroom. That's what that sound is. You can hear the water flowing down the drain. I'll have to use some blue tack on that. And then this looks very familiar. Tell me in the comments below if you recognize this. This is 2012, Marvel and subsidiaries, made in China. To me, this looks like something from a Select figure, maybe a Spider-Man Select figure, but I can't place it and I haven't had time to Google it yet. This balcony piece here, I thought was pretty cool looking and Marvel, so I know it's something. DST, is that Diamond Select Toys? So, oh, I'm trying not to sneeze. Okay, so that was cool. A couple of cool set piece, accessory pieces. Next up, I knew it was a bad idea to get my Lord of the Rings figures out because they had Lord of the Rings figures at Buy and Sell Kings, so I bought more. Just loose figures, just for photographs and having just some cool stuff. So we picked up, ooh, that's a good one. We picked up, so the loose figures that I already had unboxed, the only one I was missing from the Fellowship was Boromir. So now we have a Boromir. Don't need to buy one in box and liberate it. He's missing weapons and accessories and stuff, but He's there. I got him now. We can work on accessories and stuff later. Next up, I spotted Sam and Frodo in their orc armor, and I thought that was too cool to pass up, so I picked those up. And then they had 2 Aragorns, which looked really, really cool. So I picked up this Aragorn with the sword. Decent shape. The paint on his face, just from the factory, isn't that great, but it's decent. And then we have Liv Tyler's character. Gotta fix the sleeve on this one. And each of these Lord of the Rings figures was $2. The gentleman was just looking to get rid of them. He said they've been sitting around for a long time. Nobody had shown any interest in them. And he said the whole case, $2 a fig. The rest of the case was all Spawn figures, and if I was into Spawn, I probably would have gone crazy, because there was some good stuff in there too. At least some cool looking Spawn figures. Okay, so that's it for Lord of the Rings. We got 5 Lord of the Rings figures for $10. So very, very pleased with that. Next thing they had that caught my eye was Ninja Turtles. So we asked the guys that worked there, like, hey, could we get into the Ninja Turtles case and look around? I had my eye on the original figures. I got this from that giveaway recently that I showed you guys. This is a hard head Raphael, not a re-release, 1988, Mirage Studios. So I had the originals of these figures, but they disappeared. I don't have them anymore. But Buy and Sell Kings did have them. They had a whole ton of them, and they said that they don't move too much either. So they had all of their Turtles figures, the original ones, $5 a piece. So I figured $5 a piece, that's pretty good. Even if I'm buying them off eBay or people on Facebook groups, I'm gonna have to pay shipping. So I was like, what the heck? Let's just rebuy the 3 that I'm missing to have the original 4. So picked up a Donatello. Not too bad. This was the only one with a belt, and the belt's damaged, but that's pretty typical because of how old these things are. Then we've got Leonardo, again with the belt. Comes with 1 sword, 1 katana, that's fine. And then we got a Mikey, comes with the belt. And then as I was looking for which ones I wanted to take, I was looking through the shelves. I remembered something and I noticed something. I think it was Leo that tipped me off. I noticed that the color, if I do it this way, the color here is shiny, but the green color here is matted. It's a matte kind of difference. And then I remembered, oh wait, what about soft heads? What about soft heads on Ninja Turtles? This is a soft head Leonardo. So instead of doing the same plastic for the bodies, one of the earliest, if not the first production run of the 88 Turtles, the original ones, they used a soft rubber for the heads. So that's what this is. This is a soft head Leo. And then after I found one, I started looking at the other ones too to see if I could find more. I didn't find a soft head Donnie, which is fine. So this is a hard head Donnie. But after searching and searching, I did find, yeah, I can't show you guys this one, but I found a soft head Mikey too. You can see the difference. The arm is shiny. The head should be shining in the same way. You should have that same gloss, but it doesn't. So that's how you can tell on my camera. So see how Donnie's head is shiny? It matches the shine down here. That's how I can show you guys the difference in the material. This is a soft rubber. So I got 2 soft head original Turtles for $5 a piece. Fantastic. Totally stoked. And now I have the 4 Turtles, the 4 brothers reunited again. I have a turtle van that I'm gonna put them in. I have this big plan in my mind that I'm gonna do 1 Detolf display cabinet completely dedicated to Ninja Turtles. And I'm thinking all of a sudden now, like, maybe I shouldn't spoil it. I should just do it and then show it to you guys. But those 4 turtles will be in it. Okay, enough. Let's talk about Legends. So I was looking everywhere for Doc Ock or Mysterio. And Buy and Sell Kings had Otto Octavius. So happy that the day was not for nothing. So happy. And the price, this really threw me off. Look at the price. 35 Canadian dollars. This figure brand new for retail is $30. I paid 35 plus tax. What's wrong with that picture, guys? What's wrong with that picture? I bought this at a store that's akin to a pawn shop. Basically the same idea. People bring stuff in, sell it to them, and then they turn around and flip it on the shelves. So that tells me, so I know for a fact, because that's their business style, they aren't buying these from the distributor. They didn't get a case of this in from Hasbro, right? So someone must have traded this in. This is me using deductive reasoning because I don't know any of this for sure. So if someone traded this in, for sure the guys that bought it from them would have given them less than half of this price. They wouldn't take this in at 30 and then turn around and sell it at 35. That's not how those kind of places work. They're going to take this in at what they think is the value, 40% of that value. So if they think this is worth 35 when they do their eBay lookup or whatever, they're going to give the person that sold it to them only 40% of that, roughly. And again, I'm guessing. I don't know. I didn't ask them what their buy prices was. I didn't want to bring any attention to the fact that I'm looking for this and that it's only $35. So the only thing I can deduce is either the person that sold this to them was desperate for the cash, because this is brand new. I haven't seen this wave yet. I haven't seen the Spider. I haven't seen that wave anywhere. Toys R Us, EB Games, nothing. So someone got this and sold it to them for one of 2 reasons. Either they were desperate for the cash, they needed that, whatever, 20 bucks or less, or this is a stolen figure and the person was just unloading their hot merchandise. So either way, I kind of feel bad for whoever sold this, unless it's stolen, in which case this might be, you know what I mean? Like, this might have been a Doc Ock that fell off the back of the truck. Because why on earth would it be at that store for this price? I don't get it. I really don't get it. I could be wrong, you know, maybe they do buy from Hasbro or from a distributor. They buy cases. But what they had on the shelf would not lead me to believe that. So, be that as it may, very pleased. We got Otto Octavius. One step closer to completing the Sinister Six. And as I was looking through the shelves that they had the Legends on, I spotted some loose things that I wanted too. One of them being a couple of accessories from an Iron Man. And correct me if I'm wrong, these hands, I believe, belong to the Iron Man from the Civil War 3-pack. They had the cap. They had the Captain America from the 3-pack too, so I'm pretty sure this is an Iron Man hand from the 3-pack. Stop focusing on me. And the blue blast effects. So I'm pretty sure that's where those came from. And then they also had, and they didn't have the figure. They didn't have the Iron Man, they didn't have this figure. We got a Miles Morales head as well. So, random little bits. And then lastly, the last figure that was loose that I knew I had to pick up because I'm working on the MCU shelf for myself. They had none other than Maria Hill. So, there you go, guys. I think this is officially the longest video I've ever done for this channel. Please leave a like, and more importantly, please subscribe if you liked the video. Trips to downtown are a lot of fun. The next time I'm downtown like that might even be next week. I have to drive right through the city to get to the east side of the city in a week and 2 days. So I might be able to hit up a couple spots next week. So let me know what you want to see next time. If you want more hunt videos, let me know. Yeah, that's it, guys. I hope you're having a fantastic weekend. I hope your Saturday was amazing. I hope your Sunday is excellent. Please be excellent to each other, and we'll see you next time.